With so much of southeast Michigan on edge, our next chance of rain has arrived. We'll tell you how much we're expecting as this moves in tonight. Karen?
Thanks, Ben. We're following the stories of flood victims trying to clean up, but worried about chances of more rain. Attorney General William Barr was supposed to take this seat. The story behind the chicken and what Democrats want to do next. Paula.
An inspirational story today from a survivor of the Boston Marathon bombing. Basically, a young mother gives us the message: when life gives you crap, turn it to fertilizer.
Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News First at 4 starts now.
Good afternoon, I'm Karen Drew. First at 4, it has been a grueling 24 hours for flood victims in several Metro Detroit communities. They're trying to clean up their homes, but they're also in the target zone, covered by a new flood watch. We have team coverage for you. Sean Lay back in Dearborn Heights to show you where things stand right now. But let's get to Ben Bailey for an update on our forecast. Ben.
Karen, any rain is not good news with what we saw over the last 48 hours, but the improving situation is that these rainfall amounts are looking lower and lower as we continue to look at data. Here's 4 Live radar. We've seen some showers in our west zone. There's an area out here in the central part of the state that is shrinking as it approaches us. That's good news, but there's quite a bit of water down here to our south and west, and we are going to get wet tonight. We're still expecting that rain to last through the overnight and probably into tomorrow morning. And for that reason, the flood watches do remain in effect, generally south of, we'll call it M59, all the way down to the state line. So 6 counties under that flood watch, same areas that got hit the hardest, will be able to take the least amount of water from these showers tonight. So here's the bottom line. From the evening hours, that's when the bulk of the rain is going to start pushing in here. Through the early morning drive, that's when we're watching. Amounts are going to be generally less than 1/2 inch. The only thing we're concerned about is 1 or 2 rogue thunderstorms putting down a little bit more than that, possibly up to 1 inch plus. The impacts, if this holds, should be minimal. It's going to delay the cleanup and have a lot of people nervous, but hopefully it's not going to exacerbate the flooding fears all that much more. Let's get out to Sean Lay in Dearborn Heights, where people trying to clean up their homes from the last mess. Sean.
Good afternoon, Ben. Good afternoon, everyone. Just as we came on the air at 4 o'clock, Ben, clouds came over Dearborn Heights here. Everyone keeping a close eye to the sky. We're keeping a close eye on this heartbreaking scene here. Look at people's personal items from their basements flooded out, being brought out to the curb here. Restoration trucks lining the street here on Courier Street here in Dearborn Heights. And look, big scene here, but this is just scratching the surface of the heavy lifting that needs to be done. This is what Courier Street in Dearborn Heights looked like at this time yesterday. This is what it looks like today.
We got hit pretty bad, and I'm lost for words, honestly.
The water is gone, and you can see the cleanup is brutal.
I've done cried so many tears, I don't really know what to do right now.
There is a flurry of activity here.
Did you go all the way to the end?
Craig Martin,
let me make sure I get one of these guys a bag.
Started DRAW. That stands for Disaster Relief at Work, a nonprofit out of Waterford that does disaster relief around the country.
It's just the basic cleaning supplies.
Well, we thank you for it.
Yeah, of course. We saw you guys were underwater and to make sure you guys needed
It's a blessing.
Today, that help is needed at home.
I went to Alabama after some tornadoes 8 years ago. Changed my life. You know, you get there right after people hit rock bottom. You start helping them come back. You're like, oh, I've never felt like I've made a more tangible difference in my life.
Help that is desperately needed back here in Dearborn Heights. Just look at this stuff here on the curb. This is exactly what Dearborn Heights says they want people to do. They want them to do 2 things right now, Karen. Put their items out on the curb that got flooded out for a Saturday pickup, and they want them to contact their insurance companies while they work with the state on disaster aid. Coming up at 5 o'clock, again, just scratching the surface of what all needs to be done out here. Back to you.
So much more on their list of things to do to get that area cleaned up. All right, thank you very much, Sean. We'll check back with you at 5.
Okay.
Meantime, some neighborhoods are drying out. The Southfield Freeway was still underwater around noon today. Take a look at the screen right there. Now, the freeway in Allen Park shut down because of the massive flooding. Crews have spent all day trying to bring those water levels down. Right now, MDOT is saying there was just too much rain and no technical malfunction in the area. Now, let's take a live look at the freeway as it stands right now. And it is a higher shot there, but you can still see that water is still high. Crews still working to lower the levels. Of course, we'll be watching this area very closely, especially over the next 24 hours. As Ben has said, more rain is on the way. We are hoping that the situation will not get much worse, but unfortunately, it looks like it may. Meantime, the city of St. Clair Shores has issued an emergency declaration. The water on Lake St. Clair is reaching historic levels, and the threat of flooding is increasing. Tim Pamplin in that area this afternoon, and he'll have more on that story at 5. Plus, we'll hear from Help Me Hank.
I'm consumer investigator Hank Winchester. All this rain and wet weather causing big problems for many people, but the Help Me Hank team wants to help you with our flood guide. Coming up new tonight at 5 o'clock, we are talking about cars, what to do if your car has been affected by the floods, and warning signs of a waterlogged vehicle. Then at 5:30, scams and fraudsters. Unfortunately, they try to take advantage of people affected by the floods, how to avoid scams, and what you need to know when you are signing a contract and putting down a deposit to pay for repairs. Then at 6 o'clock, we are talking insurance, not only for your home, but also your car, what's covered, what's not. It may surprise you, and what you can do if you run into a problem. It is our Help Me Hank flood guide all day today on air and also online.
All right, thank you, Hank. Attorney General William Barr refused to testify before a House committee today, and Democrats are not happy. They're considering their next steps while some Republicans are defending Barr's decision. Let's bring in Devin Scillian, who's been following the back and forth on Capitol Hill. Devin.
And back and forth and back and forth, Karen. One of the most contentious showdowns we've seen in years between the executive branch and Congress. And House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has had some stinging words for the Attorney General. There is no doubt it's a serious constitutional confrontation, though Tennessee Representative Steve Cohen had some fun with this prop chicken, which he placed at the empty witness chair, saying Chicken Barr, as he put it, should have shown up today. Barr refused to testify because he was going to face questions from House attorneys. He said only lawmakers should be able to ask the questions. So up next, Democrats want to get their hands now on the full Mueller report and may vote to hold Barr in contempt of Congress.
We will make one more good faith attempt to negotiate and to get the access to the report that we need, and then if we don't get that, we will proceed to hold the Attorney General in contempt, and we'll go from there.
Instead, we go back to a circus political stunt to say we want it to look like an impeachment hearing because they won't bring impeachment proceedings. That's the reason.
Meantime, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says Barr committed a crime by lying to Congress last month, though without getting too specific. She didn't say if she thought Barr would end up going to jail. But the committee also wants to hear from Bob Mueller himself. That could happen May 15th, but Congressman Jerry Nadler, who you heard from earlier, says the panel is still firming up the date. So much more to come, updates as they occur, including here at 5. Karen, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Devin. President Trump and the First Lady held a National Day of Prayer event in the Rose Garden today. There are services all over the country, including a special event at Oakland University. And that's where we find Paula Tutman, who spoke to a survivor of the Boston Marathon bombing, who says she literally walked through fire to be reconnected to her faith.
So as you can see, the Rochester Prayer Breakfast is just wrapping up. And we've really had an inspirational talk from a young woman, a survivor of the Boston Marathon bombing. And basically what she is telling us is when life throws you crap, turn it to fertilizer. She simply went to watch a friend run in the Boston Marathon. Hard to believe it was 6 years ago, except when you ask Rebecca Gregory, the memory is so fresh, it could have easily have been yesterday.
I remember my body being pinned to the ground. My bones were next to me laying on the sidewalk, and I was in a pool of my own blood, and my left leg was on fire. And I really thought that that was the day that I was going to die.
Her leg was the shield that ultimately saved her 5-year-old son's life. 60 surgeries and counting, and one prosthetic leg later, she spoke to a crowd of 1,000 and talked about a life of difficulties and her path that has tied her stronger to her faith.
I was a person that took my life for granted without even realizing that I was doing so.
She grew up in a home that seemed to believe in abuse as much as the Bible.
My dad was very abusive growing up, and he was also an evangelist. So it was very skewed because I had this weird version of what Christianity looked like.
But that was not her defining trauma. She was held up at gunpoint at a store, but that was not her defining trauma. She was a single mother sitting 3 feet from the first bomb, but that was not her defining moment. Even while recovering from her injuries, the trolls came looking for her.
I'll never forget the first message that I got, and it said, too bad you didn't lose all your limbs. I hope that your kids lose all their limbs too. But then one of those equals to 100 messages of how I've, helped someone. It's okay to be struggling. A lot of times we go through things in our lives and they challenge us so much, and it makes us question our entire existence. And I know I've been there several times, but throughout all of this, my faith has remained intact, and I just believe in a bigger plan.
And on this day of national prayer,
I'll never complain again. She was amazing.
her message was received.
It kind of reminded me to, again, see those struggles as opportunities to grow.
Paula Tutman, Local 4.
Rebecca Gregory also has started a nonprofit to help children survive emotionally from traumatic events. There is new legal trouble for a former child star. He's been arrested twice for domestic violence. We've got his story and which airline is the most reliable. We have new rankings that should help many local travelers rest a little easier. So how do you top a night at the Billboard Music Awards? How about a surprise wedding? The celebrity couple, and you've probably heard of the maid of honor. That story later, first at 4.